With regards to childcare and the need for kids to have childcare, broadly speaking, looking at the Democratic proposals with regards to childcare, there seems to be a very significant bias toward providing childcare and pre-K education and so forth, which encourage, if you will, women and men going into the workforce, as opposed to saying, hey, if one of you wants to stay and raise the child, that's acceptable too. It does seem like the administration strongly prefers getting kids out of the home and getting both parents into the workforce. And I understand there's an economic reality to that, or advantage to that. And yet I also think there's a developmental advantage to a child if parents want to have one or both remain home to raise a child, that there's a child-rearing advantage to that as well. Are you concerned? And I guess I'm going to direct this to the member of this panel that's responsible for child care. Are you concerned that too much focus on federal mandates actually may be detrimental to the effects on children who might otherwise be raised with the intensive involvement and investment on the part of the parent or one of the parents for that child?
Thank you, Senator, for that question. Yeah, I think two things here. For one thing, children develop better in an environment where they can engage with others besides their family members, and allowing a child to be in a setting where they can develop the cognitive and the social emotional skills will allow the parents to go to work and not have to worry about their child falling behind by the time they're ready for kindergarten.
Let me just interrupt. Your first point was that, make sure I understand, you believe it's better for a child to not be in the home in their neighborhood with parents, with their parent. Let's say a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old child. They're better being in a professional child care center approved by the government than being in their home and in their neighborhood.
But it's more beneficial for the child because children learn better in a setting outside, well, with families first. Always the family is the child's first teacher.
I didn't realize I was at a disadvantage because I was raised by my mom who stayed home. I guess what you describe is a perspective on the part of the administration, which I find contrary to personal experience and contrary to the perspective of many parents. I would think that as we think about the policies that we want to have with regards to child rearing, that we would give authority to the parents to make that decision as opposed to an administration to make it for them.
Sir, yes. Well, Senator, again, parents are the first teachers, and the child's preference is to be with the family. But if the family cannot allow to do that, it's greatly beneficial for a child to be in a setting where they can get that support to develop their social, emotional, and cognitive skills. We have seen studies have shown that children outside of the family who are in group care setting do much better socially, emotionally, and cognitively.
Thank
you. So I know we don't want to defer for the nation to take care of a parent's responsibility, but it's a partnership, and it helps foster that child's development better than just being with the parent.